Cyborg. Another very fast romp through history here. So Cyborg, a term that combines cybernetic and organism, coined by these two guys, Manfred and Nathan, in 1960. You know, following from 1948's famous Norbert Wiener book, which I have to read the title of, Cybernetics or Control and Communication in the Animal and the Machine. Yeah. Jumping forward, Donna Haraway. 1985, to read all these things, I can't keep them in my head. 1985, her famous article, The Cyborg Manifesto, Science, Technology, and Socialist Feminism in the Late 20th Century. And this made the term a huge cultural trope. That was the moment when it really disseminated. But it was a very complex idea. She said that feminists need to face the confusing task of making more partial, but still very real, connections among women, rather than some kind of grand unity across race and class. Very complex idea. But fundamentally, it came to mean to people forging all kinds of connections among all living beings, and with machine-ic beings, and with animals. So, since then, we've had this big cultural proliferation. This guy here is Neil Harbison, and he is wearing an Cyborg, an apparatus designed to allow people to perceive color through sound waves. So really the term became very associated with prosthetics, kind of technological enhancement and prosthetics. Do we know who this is? Steve Mann, our very own. The Generation 4 iTap digital eyeglass invention for surveillance, the term that he coined to counter surveillance. Here's some famous body cyborg artists, Stellark and Orlan with her prosthetic insert, beautification idea, and our, meaning Canadian, very own Garnet Hertz. You can't much see that, but it's his cockroach, get it right. Yeah, cockroach-controlled mobile robot. And I just want to put in a sidebar here, which is that, of course, artists foreshadow commercial products in this realm. So this was from 2006. And in 2010, there was a US company named Backyard Brains who released a Kickstarter-funded kit called the Robo-Roach, controlling a roach with a phone, of course, launched on TED Talks. So artists here, TED Talks there. Now, getting back to Haraway, really, the moment of cyberfeminism in the early 90s. This is the manifesto of VNS Matrix, the grand girl group from Australia. Put simply, cyberfeminism refers to feminisms applied to and are performed in cyberspace, or, as VNS Matrix declared, feminist acts to insert women, bodily fluids, and political consciousness into electronic space. This is Anna Vogue, one of the, the stars, I guess, of the webcam world from the early 90s. So this is a zone I got really interested in. I got interested in what Sean Cubitt has called post-privacy culture. And he says that creative cyborgs, such as cyberfeminists, set and test the limits of this post-privacy culture, i.e. webcam and other networked video transmissions are creative subversions of surveillance cameras and of pervasive public data gathering. And today we have interesting theorists like Wendy Kui-Young Chun, who speaks about all of our technologies being leaky. So it's a kind of dramatic extension from this post-privacy idea. And last but not least, this was my neo-nudism experiment, webcam experiment from the late 70s, sponsored by InterAccess. This is not a shot from InterAccess, because my InterAccess shots were full of people who I couldn't identify, and I didn't want to. So we did a webcam piece with these guy participants, mostly. Thank you.